SafeMoon has received several new promotions within their company. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. This being shared from Danology over on Twitter. Starts off with Joshua Chilcutt, who has been promoted to the Chief of Staff, Brandon Jensen, who's been hired as the Change and Release Manager, and Lathina Stevens, who's been hired as a Senior Project Manager. So what exactly do each of these jobs do? Let's go ahead and start with Joshua Chilcutt as Chief of Staff. A Chief of Staff, or Chief Executive Assistant, supports executive employees in their roles by taking over their smaller responsibilities or handling other day-to-day items. Their duties include attending meetings on the executive leader's behalf and taking notes, leading and implementing various strategic planning processes across the organization, and providing leadership members with important company information to prepare them for upcoming meetings or presentations. So a chief of staff will use strong leadership and problem-solving skills to assist with the daily operation of an organization. Let's go ahead and move on. So the next one here is that of Brandon Jensen, who is the Change and Release Manager. Release managers coordinate with different stakeholders for requirements, testing, and release calendar of necessary components. They ensure a synchronous running of day-to-day processes. Planning with several software development teams is a part of the release manager's duty. And then last but not least, we move on to the program manager. So a program manager oversees the fulfillment of larger organizational goals. They coordinate activities between multiple projects without directly managing them. Instead, they manage the main program, giving detailed attention to program strategy, project delegation, and program implementation. This manager has a large responsibility to ensure that all the team members understand how to work together and coordinate their efforts on the way to a larger goal. Program managers help organizations stay on schedule, on budget, and ultimately on an upward trajectory of growth and success. In many organizations, completing one large overarching goal requires the execution of multiple individual projects. And with these projects are all interconnected, it can be challenging to keep them organized. This is where a program manager steps in. All right, so those are the key highlights of each of these different job positions, what they kind of handle with all of this. So big takeaway is that it looks like with these new positions, things are becoming more organized, which means that if you have any sort of expectations of release dates or time frames or within a reasonable amount of time of the blockchain coming out, the exchange coming out, or the card, etc., all of those things, you got to make sure that you're organized. These people coming in these positions looks like they're trying to fulfill that demand. Whether or not they had that before, I have the assumption that there are other people that were either handling it as a dedicated role in the back end, or there were people that were just wearing multiple hats. But as it is, it looks like things are becoming more refined. And by refining over time, you get more into the standard flow of how things should be processed, right? Like if too many people are running around and it's like, well, do I put my time and energy over here or do I put it over here? Or I'm strong in these areas, but I'm weak in these areas. Okay, you find out where the weak points are and you strengthen those, right? And when you have a brand new company, those things can take time. Now, am I sounding like I'm making up excuses as to why everything is taking so long? That's your guys' own point of view on this. I don't know the full details of what's going on in the back end, so I don't think it's fair for anyone to come in and say that like, oh, look, this is why everything's taking so long. I don't think that that's really a fair statement from all of this because, again, I don't know what all responsibilities everyone inside of the company has been handling, where people have been really performing and where people have been underperforming. I don't know all of that information because I don't work directly with the company. Anyways, let us know what you guys think about these new positions, the promotion. Tell us your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. And again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Murad Shaker, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your guys' support. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.